In all that we do, learning is always a very important factor that plays a huge role in how well we're able to achieve our goals and even build wealth for ourselves. The truth is, to be successful at something, you have to have a very proper understanding of that thing, in such a way that you're familiar with everything you'd likely encounter. Well, this is something that should mostly be learned in school. Unfortunately, our schooling system is not rigged that way. It's built in such a way that you store too much in your head without even needing some of those things. And well, there's only so much that your brain can take in comfortably. Want to know how to get ahead of this and use whatever knowledge you have to your benefit? Then stay tuned. Over the years, the system of education around the world has been found to be flawed, especially with the way too much is taken in, and all in the end, you only practice it to be able to then get tested. On the contrary, learning should be a lot more flexible in the sense that you can take things little by little and still gain as much knowledge as you plan to gain at the end of the day. This concept is what is known as microlearning. While there is no specially approved definition for microlearning, it can simply be seen as an approach to learning new information in small chunks. These learning scissors can take very little time to finish, but what happens is that you're able to assimilate and retain most of this information, even long after learning it. The whole concept of microlearning came up as a result of Hermann Ebbinghaus's forgetting curve. Hermann Ebbinghaus is the name of the person who created a scientific approach to study and classify memory, and introduced the world to concepts like the learning curve and forgetting curve. According to Ebbinghaus, the memory doesn't stay consistent throughout a time frame, and it can be found to increase, decrease, and go around that process again and again. If you've not already done so, please subscribe to the channel for more amazing content like this. Now, according to the popular curve that made big breakthroughs in the study of memory, it was demonstrated that people typically lose 80% of the knowledge they learn within a month. This is usually because most people learn a large amount of information, and even though this can be retained for quite a decent amount of time, the knowledge learned slowly degrades over time as the information is seen as unimportant. This is exactly how the concept of microlearning comes in. It helps to split information into small chunks, which can then be recalled over time to help improve retention and productivity. What's even more is that it can be done within the shortest possible time, and you won't even realize how fast it can be until you've completed a learning process within a short time. Podcasts, YouTube videos, and short courses are some of the really simple ways through which microlearning can be carried out. Things have been made so easy that there is literally nothing you cannot learn through these kinds of content without even enrolling with a tutor or even getting a degree in that subject. This is also why it can be your path towards building extreme wealth for yourself. With microlearning, you're able to learn and understand things better in such a way that you're able to use this information in a bid to achieve your goals. To make things even more interesting, you can decide to stake up something. To make things even interesting, you can decide to stake up something to even get you more invested in the learning process. Your stake can either be in the form of a reward or something that can even be seen as a loss. Regardless of this, the whole point is to have you dedicated to that little amount of time you need to spend learning and then making sure it helps you towards your goal. Since the learning process is also faster than the usual, it makes you closer to your goals and your chances of getting the bag sooner than you can even imagine. While it's true that we all have different attention spans and different reactions to learning, microlearning brings an alternative that not only saves you valuable time, but also allows you to retain more than you'd normally hold in your brain for a long time. How helpful do you think podcasts and short videos can help in the process of learning? Let us know in the comment section. If you also enjoyed the video, hit that like button, share with your friends, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, then you should also check out 7 simple ways to build generational wealth.